Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people on whose traditional lands these videos are made out. Welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. So excited to have you here today, slowly working my way through the list of all these alternate spiritual subjects that you've given me, and they're so exciting. And I am learning every day, and I just look forward to where the boys take me with these subjects, which is often where I expect them to go. So I am really, really enjoying this. Did mention to one of my beautiful viewers that I was going to have a look at maighstirtarot today. I'm not. I've actually putting him, been told to side for a couple of days, just have a little bit of a swill around on there. So we'll see how it goes. So instead, today, the Tartarin Empire, and I'm sure I've pronounced that completely wrong, and the floods. The Tartarin Empire and the floods. Now, the Tartarin Empire originated in Central Asia, Siberia region, sort of the Afghanistan, Kazakhstan, Mongolia area, which is really interesting because that's sort of where my the guide that came to me during my surgery journey came from, and she was, boy, was she oh man, she was powerful. So I've now sent her on to be with Linda G. So interesting where this has actually gone, and I've got some feels about this, but I've just got my notes here. So there have been claims come forward that all the great buildings of history, from the pyramids to the White House to the Capitol to the Sears Tower to you name it, all the great buildings in history are part of the Tartarin Empire. I'm not feeling that, but I do feel that there might be some truth basis there in regards to architecture. And that, so there's conspiracy theories saying that the original empire was destroyed by floods, and the remnants of those, that the buildings from those empires were deliberately bombed and destroyed during World War I and World War II. I'm going to say straight up, I'm not feeling it in regards to ongoing, but I do really strongly feel that there is some basis in regards to architecture of the Tartarin Empire. Now, I am really wondering whether the Hanging Gardens of Babylon were created by those involved in this empire. And apparently the empire was wiped out by the floods that came through, that destroyed a lot around the Mediterranean. And yeah, I actually do believe that there was, it's the basis of the Noah myth, that there was extensive flooding in that particular era. I'm not saying the Noah himself, but there was worldwide flooding, and I'm feeling that that was due to volcanic activity altering the sun, the sun's influence on the earth. So there was a period, and I have no idea what dates. Literally, that was the sum of my notes. So if you've got any comments or want to enlighten me and all, are absolutely welcome. But I'm getting a feeling that yes, the empire was destroyed in the floods. I'm feeling a pull towards the Hanging Gardens of Babylon or similar, but let's see where we go. Using my light seers tarot to start with, getting a feeling that I'll probably be using my Starseed Oracle and my intuitive storytelling card. So let's see where this goes. Righty ho. Oh, interesting. Significant ending of a chapter to bring about a new beginning as I split the deck, and the loss in the past, but also bringing forth the magic going forward. So I'm really feeling that the ideas, I'm going to say the DNA of the Tartarin Empire continued forward. Now, those that know about how history can be passed on via the DNA. So I want to have a look at the actually, I'm looking at the cards on the bottom and really wondering whether to show you, because we do have the earth energy here, the birth of the new earth, the new beginning coming forward, but the seeds of the pearls of wisdom brought forward into the birth of this new era on earth. And we've got the water here, perhaps signifying the floods. The other card that I was pondering about was the Nine of Cups, which is the joy and celebration, the financial freedom and joy going forward. So let's have a look. What do you need to tell me about the energies of the Tartarin Empire? The Tartarin Empire, entertainment only as usual, but show me the energies of the Tartarin Empire. What do we need to know? Come on down. Signifier card, Page of Pentacles, the bringing forward of opportunities, ideas. This is the dream big and work hard card, bringing forth. So it can be a youthful energy, but it's also just it's something young on its path. But I do love the fact that this figure's also just balanced on one leg, bringing forth of balanced ideas, balanced opportunities where they can dream big and work hard to bring it to fruition. Yeah, the tribe, the coming together and working together for the legacy of all is what the energy there. What's going on behind the scenes? Being forced to pack up and move away. It's also a 10 here with the 10 of Pentacles, but this feels more like a culmination of the tribe, whereas this one feels like there is something that happened where they were forced to pack up their ideas and move on. We've got the Queen of Pentacles here, which is about nurturing and healing, the bringing forth of healing, the internal healing, protection, security, stability with Mother Earth. So having to move on in tune with Mother Earth, where they planted, Ten of Wands moved on, where they planted new ideas, new opportunities, new beginnings, and nurtured them to growth. So I am getting, yes, there was a flood moment that brought about an ending, but it wasn't the ending of the Tartarin people. May have been of the empire, but let's see where this goes. And Ace of Swords, the bringing forth of wisdom and new ideas and new beginnings, new truths. However, there were steps that were required to bring this new wisdom and knowledge forward. So I'm really getting that the knowledge of this architecture ability has been passed down in, if I say DNA, it's more than just DNA. It's very possibly even on well, it's okay. I just got God, my boys are so funny. I won't call it a slap up the side of the head, but I was pulled up and prompted to get rid of the just. It is a spiritual enlightenment, spiritual knowledge is what I'm getting there. If you think about great architects through the ages, I'm getting that there is this connection. Okay. Moving forward, the Chariot moving forward quickly, but this is not having all your ducks lined up in a row before you start the journey. This is my just do it card. Just do it in the movement forward. And another Ace. A new beginning bought with heart energy, with love, with working together. And I'm really getting that it's a working together with the spirituality that's coming forward. The outcome, Four of Wands, finding joy after moving on from the darkness. Oh boy, my boys are having lots of fun with this today. I'm getting this is mediocre architecture, and these are those that are within this uh, Tartarin Empire knowledge energy. It's about outstanding architecture is what I'm getting. Two of Swords, it's about choosing what path one wants to take, taking the blindfold off and choosing what truth one wants to follow. One is an intuitive truth, and the two paths are very much paths where there are challenges and obstacles, but that also brings incredible growth and learning your life lessons and opportunities, whereas the other path is the boring old, same old, don't rock the boat, where one does not move forward. So this was the mediocre architecture versus the outstanding and joyful. Liking what they see in the mirror, actions having consequences, balancing. A balancing coming here. I do love that. Four of Swords, wounded and having to retreat, nesting, but the nesting is bought with love. So this is what happened after the floods. There was okay. What I'm getting is that after this flood, there was a feeling of this this knowledge being suppressed by some, not by all. And so it was a crossroads moment as to which way forward they went, which way forward they chose, what door some stayed in this. So it was, what I'm getting is that it was a separation of the path of the people of the Tartarin Empire. And there were some that just literally curled up and did not move forward, whereas there was others with this choice, and here we have with the two different, there were others that chose to step up and unlock the door of this energy, So it's like a split empire. I'm not going to say an empire anymore, I'm just going to say the Tartarin people. Some chose to step forward, and their legacy is going onwards. They're offering the energies that they're bringing forward, this intuitive wisdom and knowledge and heart bursting energy is being offered, has been brought forward, is what I'm getting. And those that are doing so see the world differently. They see the world in balance and of beauty. So this is interesting. I'm going to see where this next question takes me. What is this next question? I don't know. So what I'm really getting there is that the empire was disbanded, thank you, due to flooding, etc. There were some that chose to then continue on the mediocre life, and their ability to pass on this knowledge and wisdom and heart excitement and opportunities and understanding balance. They lost it, but there were a few, I'm getting a very few, that continued, that chose the path that was not the easiest path, but to continue. And they have passed that on spiritually and via, okay, thank you. I'm being told the song lines. the song lines of their DNA. Oh, prickle, 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 prickle. Okay, so show me, guys, the two paths where finding emotionally underwater, drowning, putting it in the box and ignoring it, or the path of creating magic. So show me, guys. Show me the story. Oh, I'm feeling chills all up and down my bodies with this, all my bodies. Yeah, my bodies with this question. Sometimes it's a Freudian slip and sometimes it's not. Show me. Oh, as soon as I say that, the whole straight up my legs. Show me the path taken by those that chose to continue. Show me the legacy, the songline's legacy, the wisdom, knowledge, spiritual legacy, the heart, passion legacy of those that chose to continue the Tartarin architecture empire. Not getting the pyramids were part of it. This is feeling post-pyramid. Show me that card. Right. 2 cards have dropped out. Having everything at your disposal, having the light, having everything, but coming down off this precipice, this plinth one has placed themselves and stepping forward on the path of their legacy destination. Not an easy path. There are steps leading up, but this is about bringing forth everything that was contained within on the path forward. So I did ask, not everything is being revealed yet. There is still containment, emotional containment within this cup, still partially submerged, but we also do have a release of this emotional maturity energy, but it's not quite there yet. Not all of it. And I'm really, right, okay. I'm really getting that this that has not yet been revealed, this path that has not yet travelled, is in regards to the humanity moving forward on this earth into this new era in the face of the challenge of creating a sustainable existence on our planet, of nurturing and working with Mother Nature. And I'm really getting it's something to do with this energy source that has not yet been revealed. Holy crumbs, okay. Speaking of energy source not yet revealed, there it is. So what is the legacy of the Tartarin bringing forward regarding songlines within the mind, spiritual heart, spiritual knowledge and truth? Here is the energy source at the foundation. In the past, coming together of the tribes, finding your tribe, coming together, working together to create a legacy. What am I getting here, guys? I'm getting, okay, this is going to sound really bizarre because this is not the past yet. This is when this occurs, when we come together, when we work together, when we come together in unity and acceptance and understanding. And that is the legacy that we are passing on. That is when the knowledge will come forward for the path forward. That, oh, if you can hear, that's the dishwasher draining. That is when the last of whatever it is, this will be revealed, and it's to do with the endless energy. This is really interesting. It's almost like we're on a test at the moment. Anguish, heartbreak, loss, barrenness, despair, grief is crowning this reading. So we're going to have to go through this period. This is what climate change is bringing us. This is, okay, right, okay, I'm going there. I thought it would be architecture, but it's taking me on a different path. This is the anguish, the heartbreak, the bringing of drought and barrenness of the lands, and the anguish, working through the anguish and working through the grief of it. Then stepping up and taking control. With the spirituality, stepping up and taking control. Externally, then help will be given in regards to. And internally, that is when we will move forward. I can't give you a timeline. The universe does not have a timeline. No calendar up there. Hopes and fears, betrayal, loss, greed, stealing is the fear. Shining the light on such and bringing it to consciousness is the hope. It's part of this process. And then, only then, will we have this new beginning where the universe has got our back, where we can then move forward with a new way, a new birth, a new energy. But when we have to come to this point where we are ready, because in what am I getting in current? Well, okay, in thank you. In the way the earth is currently, humans are currently. Until we get to this stage, there will be few that take their control for greed and use it for control and greed. It's not until we've gone through this process and we've gone through this process and we've gone through this process and we come together and show that we are united as one, that this legacy will come forth. Where there is the feminine and the feminine intuition and the connection with universe and the understanding of dark versus light. 3 major arcana to finish. This is actually a huge reading. Thank you, thank you, thank you to, I think about 3 or 4 of you asked me to look into this. Where there is balance and justice and we like what we see in the mirror. And our actions, we understand that our actions have consequences. This is huge because it is time to take the blindfold off and decide what path of truth we want to go down, the new plan, the new passion, the new beginning, connection with third eye. Sitting in the energy and acceptance, bringing forth our knowledge through our past spiritual connection, the song lines in our minds, and that has been passed down through our DNA. And only then will it be time for us to let go, step over the horizon into our new beginning where there is truthful freedom for all, honest freedom for all, where we leave behind the dark and step through into the night in authentic change, significant ending, new beginning, authentic reform, where we will be able to create magic. All of us, we will have this energy where we can create our future going forward, and that future is bright, it is deep, it is powerful. We can create our opportunities going forward. Another major arcana, where we decide what we want our future to look like. We step into our authority and we bring about the steps to make it happen. Time to get on your bike with this truth and bring this knowledge forward with strength, this new beginning of creativity, of passion, of spreading the message. And it includes going back to simplicity. Oh my goodness, what a message from those of the Tartarin that they are bringing forth. This empire I am getting, that they had knowledge that was lost, and it's this, that they will, it's, how do I explain it? It's really hard to explain. It's coming down the DNA timeline. If you look at those that are innovative and exciting and sustainable and architecture, and I'm not talking the likes of Trump Tower, etc. I'm talking the likes of those that are creating habitable buildings where we can thrive, that have green walls, green roofs, energy. This is it's. I'm really struggling to explain it because it's a feel rather than a thought process. But it is about the DNA songlines coming forward. It is about the spiritual energy coming forward through a few. And it's when we have proven ourselves that we can come together, that the real knowledge will come to light. We will step through into this new beginning, this new celebration of building. Because I'm getting it's something that's architecture based. This is really exciting. But we have to, it's not going to be easy. We'll take hard work. But it's when we come together as a peoples, we stop this fighting. That's when this knowledge is going to come forth. That will set us free going forward. But we have to prove ourselves as a species first. Because if they bring it forward now, it will, I'm getting it will be stolen by the powerful few and basically used for greed and control. The loyalty to money, the passion, desire, thirst, the hunger for money. We're not ready for it yet. Okay. Tartarin, what's this Tartarin knowledge going forward? What do we need to know? This Tartarin knowledge going forward. So don't listen. Don't listen to the conspiracy theories. That's part of what we have to. It's based. Thank you. How do I describe this? the conspiracy theories about all this great architecture being built by the Tartarin Empire, etc., is, I won't say it's the test, a test, but it is it is based again in control by a few of the masses. It's just, I'm going to say it feels revolting. It feels, not as in revolution, it just feels ugh, low vibration, used for purposes that are not correct. However, these great architects through time, for example, the creator of the Eiffel Tower, the designer of the Opera House in Australia, that great OMG architecture is in that DNA songline. The future is not yet written because we need to overcome. They're telling me to put the cards away now. The future in this is not yet written because we need to step forward. Okay, Starseed Oracle. A couple of cards just to finish up. Wow, well, I didn't see this taking this particular path. This is really interesting. Future is not yet written, but there will be magic in the building going forward. A couple of cards from the Starseed Oracle to summarise. A couple of cards just to summarise. Suddenly feeling very tired. Wow, that was powerful and draining. Wow, okay. The two cards that came out. The great severance, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. This is about overcoming the conflict, the hate, the othering, the all that ghastly energy that is going on in the world at the moment on various levels by certain people. Because once we go through that, the softening to love, we have the blue flame. Look at the spirituality in this. This is very physically earth-based. This is spiritual. This is low vibration, high vibration. Spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. The blue flame. So it's a process. We're in this at the moment. We are moving towards this. And once we are in this energy, the change will come. The star energy, change will come. Say yes to change. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for asking that question. That went outrageously where I never thought it would go. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really enjoyed that. Love to you all. Take care. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's question.